said one thing with a little less question, and I believed in just stuck with my intuition, like an inch more, you know? And if we think of changing form, like that inch makes all the difference.
Right, and it often had to do with rest too.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with rest.
Yeah, I never feel so able to rest as when Isabel says, no, I'm just in bed today.
Right. Yeah.
Like then I'm like, oh, really? We get to do that? Yeah.
And there was something I think we both felt pretty, like we could do anything in fantasy.
Yeah.
But how would we make that real? And you were one of the first persons I ever saw talk, you know, of course we often talk about our desires, right? But you rarely see someone talk about it and then in the time you meet them the next week, they've fucking done it. And it might be a bit, and so that alone was just like completely wild and inspiring. And even this, yeah, we do both live in our own, on our alone now, even though we're in really loving partnerships, it's really good for both of us. And even that, like that started at, first we had our weeklies, which were on Wednesday nights.
Yes.
And then they became like, well, what if we just like, and again, it almost sounds silly to say this in this century now, but it was a big deal. Like, what if we just spent a night alone in our studios once a week? And you did it first. I barely did it. It hit me like 3 years later. But you actually really did it, and were able to have a train of thought from the morning to the next morning.
Yeah.
And that's just a 24-hour period, right? But I don't know if there'd be it wouldn't be this book without that 24-hour period.
Yeah.
This book with an uninterrupted connection to your own desire that was from inside out. Like that was really amazing to watch you do.
Yeah, it was, and in the middle of it, I'd see you at night, and we'd talk forever and have dinner, and then I'd go to bed alone in my studio.
Right.
Which it was always so sort of decadent feeling. I still remember the feeling of that, like, it's a little late. Or like, and then wake up and you know, often we'd, like, this was so sweet. Sometimes we'd be talking kind of like this. You can imagine we'd like get going and I'd say something and she'd go, do you want to write that down? And I'd be like, oh God, yes. And take out my phone and I'd be doing a voice memo and I'd sort of forgotten it and she'd be kind of like reminding me what we had just talked about.
I mean, one amazing thing about the process is it wasn't a lot of, when you're kind of trying to change the form of your work, but also your life, there's a lot of